Who could possibly commit such cruel acts, so vile that they make others burn with rage? I wanted to ask, but the words stopped at my lips. Closing my eyes, I calmed myself for a few seconds before saying, "My condolences." Nothing else followed, because in such matters, words are useless. Brother Fuang, if you can break this cursed scripture, could you help our family take revenge? If you succeed, we are willing to become your followers. As long as you let us enter your body, we can kill them for you. Than Qianni urged again. There are rules in this world. We cannot simply kill at will. Do you understand what I mean? I felt uneasy, yet that was all I could reply. Even villains should not be killed? Than Qianni's voice carried a deep hatred. Villains should be killed, but by the laws of this world, they should be judged, if guilty, imprisoned or sentenced to death. Not by letting your whole family possess me and unleash slaughter. After I said this, Than Qianni fell silent. I knew I couldn't convince her, so I stopped talking to avoid further conflict. We simply had different beliefs. She said no more, just maintained her silence, her way of expressing disagreement. What else could I do? I could only continue forward. After more than 20 minutes along the rugged mountain path, I reached the slope. Looking down from there, mist was rising thickly below. Late at night, the mountains and forests were eerily quiet. No sound of wild animals, no chirping of birds, just silence, as if this was a dead mountain where no life existed. Such an atmosphere could drive an ordinary person mad. Fortunately, I wasn't exactly ordinary. I had been seeing ghosts since the age of 4. My knowledge was broad, and I had more experience than most. That was the only reason I could endure. At one moment, I froze, my body trembling uncontrollably. Ahead lay a narrow mountain path, barely half a meter wide, and there, a human head. Not a ghost, but a real severed head. The head of a man. What was most terrifying was that it was alive. It paid no attention to me, simply hovering in the air. Its mouth opened wide, revealing fangs, and bit into the neck of a rabbit. The poor creature struggled for a moment before dying, its blood being sucked into the head's mouth. The rabbit's body fell. The head let out a guttural roar of satisfaction, then seemed to sense something. Was it aware of me? Startled, I hid behind a nearby rock with the fastest reflex I had. Holding my breath for a long while, I heard a loud whoosh. Peeking out, I saw the head dragging along a bundle of intestines as it flew several meters above the ground, carried by a foul wind. What is that thing? I was terrified and immediately called out to Than Qianni. This is the art of Jiangdo. That person actually dares to practice the flying head curse? How horrifying. She stammered. Flying head curse? The moment she mentioned it, I understood. I had read and memorized countless ancient texts. Legends about Jiangdo techniques flashed through my mind. The art of Jiangdo flourished in Southeast Asia, though its roots lay in our own land, an evolution of the ancient sorcery of shamans. When it spread to Southeast Asia, it absorbed many local black arts, becoming far more vicious and cruel. Later, it returned here. Nowadays, many Jiangdo practitioners still exist. And now, we had encountered one, training in the very first stage of the dreadful flying head curse. As its name suggested, the head detaches from the body to fly freely outside. Terrifying in method, and even more horrifying in its deeper stages. This art has several levels. The lowest is what I saw. The head flying at night, sucking blood from living creatures, dragging its stomach below it, never flying too high. The danger is immense. If the stomach gets entangled, the head may not return to the body before dawn, and the practitioner dies. Because of such risks, no one would attempt this without extreme reasons. But great danger brings great reward. At its peak, the flying head curse makes the head harder than diamond, slaying humans and spirits alike. Demons and monsters tremble before it. The head can even travel vast distances. Truly a supreme dark art, yet its cultivation requires countless atrocities. At one stage, the practitioner must devour the blood of unborn infants, making pregnant women prime victims. Thus, the flying head curse is synonymous with evil. Shivering, I only dared to watch as the head drifted farther away before I looked back. Even though this was only the beginner stage, I couldn't possibly fight it. Ruthless practitioners like this would kill anyone who discovered their secret. Among all sects, Jiangdo is hated most bitterly. If discovered, they are hunted to death. Why did this man choose the depths of Lisan to cultivate? I asked Than Qianni. The feng shui here gathers yin energy. The creature's blood here is heavy with it, perfect for Jiangdo cultivation. And because few people come here, it guarantees both safety and secrecy, she explained. We must avoid him, or we'll bring calamity. Most Jiangdo practitioners belong to sects. Who can say this one doesn't have masters backing him? He is not someone we can provoke, she added. I nodded silently, memorizing the direction the head had flown, and turned to search the opposite way. Wait a moment, I suddenly said. What is it? Fan Kuei-ni asked in confusion. The flying head feeds on blood to absorb yin energy, right? The purer the yin, the better for cultivation. Then what about your mother? She's already a yin spirit. Could she become its target? My voice trembled. It's possible. The native spirits of Lisan are protected by the laws of this land, so the flying head might not dare attack them. But my mother is outside that protection. If it encounters her, her voice faltered. This is bad. I instantly understood. The flying head could also devour ghosts to amass yin energy, something no ancient text had ever recorded. But clearly, this mysterious art far exceeded common understanding. We must follow it. It's seeking strong yin creatures and unprotected spirits. By tracking it, we may quickly find your mother. I adjusted my plan. Fan Kuei-ni raised no objection, only reminded me to be extremely careful. Jiangdo practitioners are not to be trifled with. Of course, I knew the danger. But to find her mother, I had no choice. I only prayed we wouldn't be forced into direct conflict with this sorcerer.